don't have pink eye, don't worry. I had some dust thrown in it. I was just washing my eye out. Whew. I can see you now. So how are you guys all doing?
Good.
You're good? Awesome. So, as Alyssa said, I'm just going to stop talking so she can focus on backing up, and I'll carry on with the tour. Sound good? Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Alright. And if you guys are hot, you can open up the windows if you like. Where we're going up, it will get a bit dusty, so it might be a little bit of a tornado, and then it'll clear up, and then you guys can open up even more if you would like. So, like Alyssa said, I'm Kathleen. I'm one of the most local staff members you'll find here. I'm from Edson, Alberta. Anybody from Alberta here? Yeah? Where from? Calgary, welcome to your backyard. Edmonton. Oh, you might have passed through Edson then on your way here. I'm so sorry. You might have seen it if you didn't blink. Alyssa here is from Beaton, Ontario. Where are you guys all from? Quebec, Vancouver, Edmonton, Calgary, Toronto, Vancouver, Winnipeg. Oh, Manitoba. Hello. Anybody from Saskatchewan? That's okay, we don't need them on here. We've got the priority provinces right here. So who is your shuttle driver on the way up? Chris?
Yeah.
Did he tell you guys about fernification? Yeah? Did he tell you about the 3 ecoregions in the Canadian Rocky Mountains?
No.
One yes, everybody know. So, the 3 ecoregions of the Canadian Rocky Mountains. We are now headed up to the top one. So imagine like a pyramid. At the very top of the pyramid, top of the mountain, is the Alpine. And the weather is so harsh up there, nothing can grow. No vegetation can grow. It's all just rocks. But you can still find some mountain goats and bighorn sheep in the Alpine. They love climbing the rocks. It's nice and cool up there. When it's a nice hot day, they got that big, thick fur coat. We right now are in the subalpine. That is the 2nd ecoregion. It's in the middle of the mountain. And it's a little less vegetation. We can still grow lots of plants out here, but we only have needle trees, no leafy trees. And then the montane is where you are traveling through Banff or Jasper, and you can find countless furry creatures down there, like my roommate. No chuckles there, 1 chuckle. I got 1 chuckle. That's okay. I'll accept it. Alright, so we are headed to Athabasca Glacier. If I can time this right, this might be cool. Alright, so Athabasca Glacier is a part of the Columbia Icefield, and she is one of 6 glaciers of the Columbia Icefield. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. Yeehaw! Next one. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. There we go, we got two. This is her. Isn't she beautiful? Gorgeous. So the Columbia Icefields feed 6 glaciers. Straight ahead, Athabasca. We have Saskatchewan, Columbia, Castleguard, Stutfield, and Dome. Those two you would have seen if you are traveling from Jasper today. But I want to bring your guys' attention to the right-hand side. This big, giant dirt pile. Do you know what that is? Yeah, it's a pile of rocks. Now this is a lateral moraine. Now this lateral moraine, if you're looking at the top of it, the top of that ridge, this tells us the bare minimum of how tall Athabasca Glacier used to be. Bare minimum. So if you're looking at her right now, straight ahead, imagine she would be right beside you. Thousands of years ago. Isn't that crazy? Even hundreds of years ago. Absolutely insane. Now when Athabasca Glacier was pushing forward with so much power and so much force, it was moving very slowly like ice does. And it was tearing up the ground, tearing apart the rocks, and pushing it all to the side. And if we look at the far right side, you'll see the second lateral moraine. Oh, my eye is still watering. And you can see the boulders and streaks coming down. It looks like someone took their fingers and dragged across. Now that is the other lateral moraine. Again, bare minimum of how tall Athabasca Glacier used to be. It used to be even bigger than that. Now, the Columbia Icefield. It is so big. We had some BC folks, Vancouver. It can fit the entire city of Vancouver on top of it. It's that big. Wow, that's crazy. Or 35 towns of Banff, or 2 towns of Canmore. The Columbia Icefield is 165 kilometers square. Now we are going down here soon. The steepest grade, unpaved commercial road in North America. This is 32%. These buses are built exactly for this moraine. They can hold up to 40%. Now the Columbia Icefield, it straddles 2 provinces. Of course, Alberta being the better one, and BC. And it also sits in 2 national parks. Of course, again, Jasper being the best one, of course, right? Yeah. Now I'll let you guys enjoy the view here, so I'll stop talking. Every time I go down this lateral moraine, I have the Indiana Jones theme song stuck in my head. Na na na, na 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 na, na na na, na na 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can't count. I lost count. Were you on Athabasca? Yeah, well, welcome back. Anybody else go to a different glacier? Yeah, where'd you go to? I saw one hand. Well, if you did not put up your hand because you have not been on a glacier before, come on, I thought we were better friends than that. I thought we were building a friendship right here. I didn't expect you guys to lie to me so soon. We're actually on Athabasca Glacier right now. You're all looking around and you're looking at me thinking I'm crazy. I am. I'm not going to deny that. No, actually, this is what we call the ice core moraine. So what happens is, when Athabasca Glacier is completely gone, the ice core moraine will still be around for what's expected to be another 200 years. And this core is being sheltered, it's being protected by all the rocks. So we're driving on top we're driving on top of about 1 meter of rocks and debris right now. And if you're looking out your left window, you're gonna see some of that dirty ice and the sun's shining on top of it. You might see it sparkle. That's the glacier. I proved it. I ain't that crazy. So what happens is, on the left, we have some of the oldest Canadian Rocky Mountains here, and they're deteriorating. Lots of rock slides are constantly happening. We see rock slides here every single day, big, small, and it covers this ice core moraine, and it protects it. So we went down the steepest grave, but this is the biggest obstacle yet. Alyssa has to go through a puddle. Okay, I need some volunteers. We have an activity when we get off the bus. Who wants to volunteer for an activity? 0. What she does, maybe? I need someone to help me wash the tires. That's what this puddle is for. This is called the tire wash. We had our amazing graders. They created this little dam here. This is natural melt from the glacier. And so we clean off our tires so they're nice and squeaky clean, like your rubber ducky back home. Because we don't want to bring any of that rock and debris and dust and dirt on top of the glacier, because it'll cause something called the albedo. You guys look like you're on a trampoline on bobbleheads. Was that fun? Next time put your hands up. Woo! That's funny. So it'll cause something called the albedo effect. We have most likely all experienced this. When you walk outside, you're wearing a black t-shirt, it's really hot out, and you're going to absorb a lot of heat. If you're looking out your right window, you're going to see a bunch of ashes there, a lot of chemicals that are in the air come to the ground. And if you're looking on either side, you might see that it looks a little dirty, or some big dirt piles. So this is natural causes. So what happens is the sun shines down on us, and the light reflects off of light color. So it's reflecting off the white color and bounces it back into space. Now when we have those dark colors, like that pile of ash we had on the left right there, it absorbs the heat instead of reflecting it, because it's a dark color, and it starts to heat up the glacier and create a lot of hazards called mill wells, and it melts the glacier straight down. Now we have over 30,000 crevasses, and that's what we saw on the left in between the rocks. Crevasses are basically giant cracks in the glacier that go all the way down to the ground, to the toe. It's a nice big cold water slide. So I have 4 things we have to go over. Number 1, like I said, over 30,000 hazards, and that's just crevasses alone. So make sure you stay within our boundary signs. We have them in the ice, roped off. Number 2, we are bus 534. Yes, 534. And if you can't remember that number and you're not a mathematician, we are the caribou. Now the caribou call, you're gonna all laugh at me, but this is the caribou. That's the caribou call. If you hear me say that, make sure you are back on the bus because Alyssa will drive away without you. We have a schedule. You'll see me at the back of the bus waving and smiling, and then you'll miss us because you didn't get on with us. Now, we are to be on the bus at 4:25. Gotcha? We got big buses, that means big blind spots. So also make sure you don't go behind those buses. I'm almost losing my voice yelling at people to get back. You can take pictures at the front or at the side, just don't go behind the bus. All right, recap. What bus number?
5:24.
What time do we have to be on the bus?
4:25.
You're so smart. And what animal?
Caribou.
And what does that caribou say? Oh, perfect. If you guys need pictures, I'm a great model. And then I can take pictures of you after as well. Awesome. You guys can follow me off. And if you have water bottles, we have boundary signs at the top by the Canadian flag. Go to the right. There is some X with the sticks. You can fill them up there. Sound good? Awesome.
When do you guys stop the tours? What month?
October.
October.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh, we're on the glacier. It's not that slippery. Oh, there it is.